a child is born, once in a time so long, and the gods and men, so they say, homage to the Lord. In the ancient land, a child is born, once in a time so long, and the gods and men, so they say, homage to the Lord. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato.
So can I have everyone to please close their eyes and just focus on your breathing. So you can open your eyes now. So welcome everybody to the Buddha's birthday celebration tonight. My name is Brother Johnson, and I'm happy to see everyone here. So for tonight, we'll just have a little explanation of what's going on, and then we'll have a little skit, and then we'll have a bathing the Buddha ceremony. So does anyone know why we're here tonight? Yeah, so tonight we're here to celebrate the birth of the Buddha. So today is his birthday. We're celebrating his birthday. And do you know why we are celebrating his birthday? Does anyone know why we're celebrating the Buddha's birthday? So today we're celebrating the Buddha's birthday because the Buddha was he was like a teacher to us, and he taught us so much. So today is just a day to show our respect towards him, to celebrate his birthday like anyone else's birthday. So does anyone know who the Buddha is? Yeah. Do you know who the Buddha is? Yeah, who is the Buddha? So the Buddha is just like us. He's our teacher. Buddha means the awakened one. So we call him the Buddha because the Buddha teaches us how to be happy. He teaches us how to help others. And he's just like us. He was born just like us. But the only thing that makes him different is that he learned how to end all the problems in the world. So that's why we pay our respect to him, so we can learn from him. So that's why we have big statues of the Buddha. That's a statue of the Buddha over there. So the Buddha was just like us. He was a human too. So then we just have like a little skit. We prepared a little skit to show how the Buddha was born. So we're just gonna. Okay, so we're just going to have the skit now. So can I have a round of applause for all the volunteers who all the friends who volunteered to play the characters in this. Okay. So once upon a time, in the kingdom of Kapilavastu in India, there lived a king and a queen, and they ruled They ruled over the kingdom of Kapilavastu, and then they were a happily married couple, and they had a lot of servants.
Where's my servant?
So the king and queen were very good. They helped all the people in the village, and they offered everybody food and fruits and flowers to everybody. So one night, the queen was sleeping, and while the queen was sleeping, the queen had a dream of a white elephant. And when after the queen woke up, the queen went to the king.
Summon the royal astrologer.
In the dream, you got to have baby. Yeah, baby boy.
So the queen found out that the queen was pregnant with a baby boy. So one day the queen went to the garden of Lumbini because she was going to conceive the child.
Where's my chariot?
So as you can see, the queen is pregnant, and the queen is about to give birth to her baby boy. And when the child was born, the child took 7 steps. So the baby child took 7 steps. And after the baby took 7 steps, a sage came down from a mountain. So that's the sage that came down the mountain.
One day, when you are older, you will become the Buddha.
So that was our little skit of how the Buddha was born. And now, so we'll have Brother Andy explain why we bathed the Buddha on his birthday. So before we have Brother Andy explain to us why we bathe the Buddha, I'll just teach everybody. I'll teach everybody a song to sing while we wait for Brother Andy. So we'll sing a song called "Dear Friends." The song is called "Dear Friends," and then can I have the other brothers and sisters to come on and help sing the song too? So the song's called "Dear Friends," and if you know the song, just please sing along with us. So it goes, dear friends, let me tell you how I feel. You have given me such treasures. I love you so. So I'll sing it first, and then if you guys catch on, you guys can just join me and sing along with me. Dear friends, let me tell you how I feel. You have given me such treasures, I love you so. Dear friends, let me tell you how I feel. You have given me such treasures, I love you so. So can I have everyone please try to sing with me? So we'll sing it one more time. Dear friends, let me tell you how I feel. You have given me such treasures, I love you so. Dear friends, let me tell you how I feel. You have given me such treasures, I love you so. Okay. So now we'll have our Brother Andy explain why we bathed the Buddha.
Hello everyone. I'm not the queen anymore, as you can see. So we all bathe ourselves every day, right? Right? No? Put up your hand if you don't take a shower. See, everyone, we all bathe ourselves here every single day. And what's the purpose to bathe ourselves? To make us clean, right? To make us clean. To clean ourselves of all the sweat, right? All the yucky dirt that is on our bodies, right? That is why we bathe ourselves, right? And so, when you come to the temple with your parents, with your mother and with your father, and they tell you to bow down to the Buddha. Do you know why we bow down to the Buddha? Do you know why we bow down to the Buddha? Who is the Buddha and why do we have to bow down to him? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you're right. To respect the Buddha. Yeah, you can go to the bathroom. To respect the Buddha, but if you think really, really closely, the Buddha is not a sage. He's not a saint. He's not a god. A normal human being like every single one of us. But the difference between the Buddha and us is the Buddha has practiced his compassion, his love, his kindness, his care to everyone around him to the highest point. A really nice person. Can we also become nice people? Can we also become a person that can love everyone? Can we also become a person who can take care of everyone? Yeah. What does that mean? That means we can also be the Buddha. We can also be the Buddha. And because we have the compassion that the Buddha has, because we have the love that the Buddha has, because we have the patience that the Buddha has inside of us. But the reason why we're so different from the Buddha is because we don't practice to increase the love inside of us, increase the compassion inside of us, increase what is good inside of us. We never take the time to cleanse ourselves, to bathe ourselves of the bad things, right? What are bad things? Someone name me a bad thing. Stealing. Not killing, because killing is a bad thing, but I don't think any of you guys kill anything. Yeah? Lying is a bad thing. What's a bad thing that you do every single day, that your parents always tell you not to do it? Yeah? A bad thing is to be lazy and not do your homework, right? What else is a bad thing that your parents tell you every single day to do what you never do, yeah? Huh? Nothing? They tell you to do something, you end up doing nothing, right? Because you're lazy. Because you don't do your homework. You don't clean your room. You don't do your laundry. Those are the bad things that we don't practice to decrease, to make lesser every day, right? Do your parents ever tell you not to play games? Yes? I know it. Just from looking at you, I know it. And do we listen to them? We don't listen to them. Come on, guys. We all know that we don't listen to our parents, right? So the purpose of bathing the Buddha is bathing ourselves. The Buddha that is inside of ourselves. Bathing him and cleansing him. Cleansing him of his bad habits, of his impurities. We also have a Buddha. We are the Buddha. The Buddha is in here. We are compassion. We are love. We are kindness. But we don't practice compassion. Don't practice love. Don't practice kindness. Right? And so when we bathe the Buddha, we're washing away all of our negatives. Washing away not doing our homework. Washing away playing games. Washing away running around and making trouble. We wash and we cleanse all of those things away. And when we do that, what's left? What's left? The good things or the bad things? The good things, right? The good things are left. And so that is why we bathe the Buddha. We don't bathe the Buddha because the Buddha has been in a box for a half a year. We bring him out to bathe him. But we bathe the Buddha, symbolizing to bathe ourselves. To make ourselves better. Right? Is that right? Can you do that for me? Can you bathe yourself every single day? No? If we can bathe ourselves, take a shower every single day, then we also have to take the time to make ourselves better every single day. Right? Right? Every single morning when we wake up, we have a new day ahead of us. Yesterday, we might have been dirty, but this morning, it's time for us to take a shower. It's time for us to be born again. That's the birth of the Buddha. The Buddha means awakening, means enlightenment. And so the birth of the Buddha symbolizes the birth of awareness, the birth of enlightenment. When we wake up in the morning, we are born again. And the awakening in us is born again. The mindfulness in us is born again. And when we are mindful, will we hurt the people around us? Will we make them sad? When we cleanse ourselves of all of our impurities, when we bathe ourselves, do we still have any negative left in ourselves to make other people suffer? Make other people sad? No, right? And so that's why we come here to bathe the Buddha today. Bathing the Buddha is not bathing a statue, not bathing a god, not bathing a saint. The Buddha was a human being like us. We can also become the Buddha. You know how you can be a Buddha? When you come home from school, put your shoes onto the shelf. You know how you can be the Buddha? Ask your mom, Mom, do you need help with something? Can I do something for you? Can I wash the tables? Can I set the table for dinner? Dad, do you have something I can do for you? Ask your friend, do you need help? Are you okay? What is that? What is that called? Kindness. And does the Buddha have kindness? Do we have kindness? Then who are we? We are the Buddha. And when we bathe the Buddha, who do we bathe? Ourselves. Good job. Everyone give me a round of applause. You've done so well today. When the Buddha was born, he took 7 steps. Do you think a baby can take 7 steps? No. What does that symbolize? You want to guess? His strength. Do we have strength? But sometimes we choose not to use it, right? Right? Sometimes we choose not to use the strength that's inside of us. We have love, we have courage, but we choose not to use the courage inside of us. When there's someone else needing help, we choose not to help that person. When we see that our mom needs help with dinner, we choose not to help our mom. But instead we sit on the couch and we watch TV or we use our electronic devices. And is that being the Buddha? No. It's not awareness. It's not in mindfulness. Then how will you be the Buddha? But you are the Buddha. You do have all the things that the Buddha has. Taking 7 steps means you have to move forward. You have to do something in life. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, today I will take a step. I don't have to take 7 steps like the Buddha, but I can take 1 step. Is that right? Do you think you can do something good every single day for someone? Do you think you can do that? Yeah?
What if you can just take 7 steps?
If you can take 7 steps, that's better. Do 7 good things for another person. 100. Do 1,000,000 things if you can. If you see a friend that's hurt, if you see a person that needs to cross the street, help them across the street. If you see your mom is making your school lunch for tomorrow, help her pack your lunch. And that's you taking a step forward. Why didn't the Buddha take 6 steps back or 7 steps back, but he took 7 steps forward? It's because he always tried to better himself, make himself better. Symbolizing that we have to make ourselves better. The Buddha is already beautiful, is already better. We have that Buddha inside of ourselves, but we just choose not to bathe him, not to treat him the way he should be treated. Yep.
So if you're like doing steps back, doesn't that mean like you're like going to be doing bad things?
Yeah. Why? If you could move forward, then why would you move back? If you can do every single thing, just one single thing a day to help another person, that's taking 1 step. So you can be just like the Buddha. Help yourselves, help the people around you. Be kind to the people around you. Love your parents. Love your family. Do you understand what I shared? Yeah? Understand what I shared? Any questions? No? You sure about Any questions? No? Yeah? You just told me that you didn't have a question. Now you put up your hand. Yeah?
Are you going to be like doing this like skit again?
We'll try to do this skit sometime again. You liked it?
Yeah, it's really funny, but I don't know why the guy about like which one of the dads was.
I was the mom. Yeah. Yeah. Our friend over here had a question. Yeah. The friend with the hat, you had a question? Yes, come. Say, tell me your question. Huh?
I have a Buddha at our house.
You have a Buddha at home?
At our house.
In your grandma's house?
Yeah.
Do you see the Buddha every day when you go to your grandma's house?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you understand what I shared today? Do you have a Buddha in here too?
No.
No? You do. You do. You can do it.
How does the fruit actually? How does that pineapple? Why is that pineapple up there?
Yes. Well, how did the pineapple get all the way up there? It's because the pineapple chose to take a step forward and better himself. That's why he's all the way up there. Do you want to be like the pineapple? Everybody give him a round of applause. What's your name?
Quentin.
Quentin. Thank you, Quentin. Go. Thank you. When you see the Buddha at your grandma's house, remember, tell the Buddha that he's inside of you too, okay? You can be like the Buddha. Yeah. Anyone else have a question? Yeah. What if you're forced to move backwards? In life, sometimes we do have to move backwards. Sometimes in life we have to move backwards. We all make mistakes, right? But what's the important thing? If we move backwards, and if we're forced to move backwards, when we have the chance to step forward, should we step forward? Should we step forward? Yes. When we move backwards, when someone else tells us to be pushed backwards, we have to use that as determination to push forward. Right? When the rain comes down on a rainy day, you shouldn't be sad. You should use that as determination for yourself, to push yourself forward. Tell yourself that one minute later, after the rain is gone, the sun will come out. So you have to push yourself forward, even if people push you back. But only push yourself forward to the good things in life. Do all the good things in life to make yourself better. Okay? Is that okay? Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah. What is the meaning of life? The purpose of life is to find the meaning of life. No, if you think about it, it's not the same thing. Think about it. The purpose that we have here in life is to find the meaning in life. Why are we here? Are we here to hurt other people? Are we here to make our parents suffer? Are we here to hurt our friends? To beat people up? No, that's not the meaning of life, right? The meaning of life is to help others, to be kind to others, to help our parents, to go to school, get good grades. Yeah? Yeah. So thank you, everyone, and I hope that you benefited somehow from my sharing today. And I hope that every single day when you wake up, remember that you can be the Buddha. Remember that you can take a step forward in life and do things that will make other people happy and yourself happy. You are also the Buddha. The Buddha is inside of you, okay? Okay? If you understood, give me a round of applause. Okay.
So I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. We just have a little bit more, so if you guys just sit still a little bit longer. So Thầy, he has a gift for you guys. There's just some beads. So it's like a little bracelet you can wear, and you can use it before you sleep to help you concentrate, to help you be calm. And these are really cool because they're glow in the dark. So I think it's something that you can learn from, because when something's glow in the dark, you can it uses the darkness and it has light from it, right? So we can all learn from this, because when we have something bad happens to us, maybe we get bullied or something, do you want to bully the person back? Probably, but we shouldn't, right? No, because that would be bad. So instead, we should try to be kind to that person. We should try to, we should be kind. We should be compassionate to that person, right? Yeah. You can tell your teacher. Okay. Okay, if you have a bully, then you can try to talk to them nicely, and if it doesn't work, then you can tell your teacher, right? But you should never hurt them back, right? So use what the bully uses against you, and turn that into something good, right? So you're kind back to them. You understand? Okay, good. As long as you understand. The same thing was with our parents, right? Say your parents they want you to do some chores, and it doesn't make you very happy, right? But it's something that you should do. You learn from that, and you become a light. And the next time, you help them instead. So you, instead of being angry with them, instead of being mad with them, you help them around the house. You help them do the chores that you're supposed to do. Yes. Well, you're going to have to learn, man, okay? Everyone has to do chores. Oh, what? Okay. Okay, so after this, we are going to cut a cake, the Buddha's birthday cake.
Okay, so before we begin cutting the cake, Thầy has spoken to us about the meaning of the beads before, right? And if you came to a retreat, then you would have known the meaning of the beads. So we see this bead right here, right? Lawrence told us that this bead is glow in the dark, right? Glowing in the dark. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to shower the baby Buddha in a little bit. After you get your present and the cake. I think so, yeah. So, have you seen these beads before? Yeah, in the dollar store? In the dollar store? No. These beads are very special. These beads are very special. You see the shape of the beads in dollar store? They have so many colors. They have pink, they have gray, they have red, they have silver. And all of them have different shapes, right? But the beads we see here at the temple are round. But they're not triangular, they're not squared, but they're round. What do you think that means? Yeah. The beads, the string that strings the beads together, represents unity. All of us right here, each and every single one of us are one bead. We are one bead. And we string together in unity today. Why aren't we a different shape? Why aren't we square, but we're circular? Because the shape of a circle represents something whole, being wholehearted. We have to live in such a way where we treat other people around us wholeheartedly. We have to live life in such a way where we live wholeheartedly in order to make life beautiful and meaningful. And that's why the shape of the beads are always round, but it's never triangular, it's never rectangular or any other shape, but it's a round shape, symbolizing wholeheartedness. Doing everything we can for other people, opening our hearts wide for everyone around us. Yeah?
But we're all different.
Here, we're all the same. Why are we all the same? We're all sitting here together. No one's standing except me. Right? You guys are, we can all be different sometimes. Each and every single one of us, we are different. Right? I bet you, these beads aren't all perfectly identical. The way they're made aren't perfectly identical. But the similar thing about every single one of us today is we've come here to learn something good. So we aren't all the same. We are all human beings. We can be different, but on a human being basis, especially what we're doing today, we're still all the same. So we come together today in unity. And what happens when we all come together in unity and in harmony? We become beautiful, right? So you see, the last bead on this bead has a little knot. And if you see other strands of beads that we have in the temple, they have this long, really beautiful and nice knot. That means when we all come together, when we all work together, we will become something better, something beautiful. And that's why we have the beads. Another meaning is, when we wear these beads, we remind ourselves that we are practitioners. We're practitioners. So when we see other people, when you see your bully, okay, and your bully punches you in the stomach, punch me in the stomach. And I'm about to punch you back. But I look at my beard and say, Ajida, fuck. Okay? Whenever something bad happens to you, whenever you're about to do something bad, hurt another person, and you look at the bead in your hand, say, Ajida, fuck. Calm down. Okay?
But I don't know what it means because I don't practice it. Because, yeah.
If you don't practice it and you used to not practice it, it's your chance to practice it now.
But what if you die? But say you have 1 day left to die, and then you're gonna practice. You're gonna die the next day, so technically.
You are a very intelligent person, a very intelligent man. I'll have a nice long talk with you later, okay? Not right now, though. Okay, yeah.
Square, triangle, the rectangle, still whole shape.
It is whole shaped, but if you kick a ball that is a square, would it roll as much as if you kicked a ball that was circular? No. It'll roll pretty far, but do you think it'll keep rolling like a soccer ball would? You want to try? You want to try? Me and you will try later, okay? I'll get a soccer ball and we'll use a block and we'll kick it later. If you kick a ball, it's round, so it'll keep rolling. But if we kick something that is square, something that's rectangular, then we kick it and it plops right there. It doesn't go anywhere else. The same thing with us. When our mom and dad, they tell us, go do your homework. They kick us, go do your homework. We roll and we roll and we roll and we roll and we finish all of our assignments. That is being a ball. That is being circular, wholehearted. But if mom and dad kick us, go do your homework, and you're like, no, I'm only going to do 2 sentences, and I'm done for today. And they see you joking around and playing it, go do your homework, kick you a little bit more, but you stop right here. But you don't roll all the way over there, right? Yeah.
But aren't rectangle, triangle, squares 2D? So technically it's supposed to be a triangular prism, rectangular prism, a prism.
Yes, it is a prism. But its shape still is difficult to roll. Just like you. It's just like you, you know? Like we're talking right now and you're always, interrupting me, and then you're interrupting again and you're interrupting again. You're not letting me talk, man. So you are being a square right now. You're not being a circle. You have to try to be a circle, okay? I'll have a really long talk with you later. We'll discuss lively matters later, okay? Okay. Back to the meaning of the beads. In the day, these beads will take in the sunlight, and then at night these beads will glow. If each day we try to better ourselves, we do things that nourish ourselves to make ourselves a better person, then in any situation, in a situation where life gets dark, life gets scary, we can be our own light in order to shine everywhere. Sometimes all you need is just a spark of light. Thầy says a lot to me, all you need is a spark of light, a match, just for a split second, so that you can find the light switch and you'll be able to turn it on. So try to suck in all that light. Do all the good things. So that when it gets dark, it gets scary in life, and trust me, when you grow older, it'll get a little bit dark, a little bit scary. But then you will have the power to shine within yourself. You'll be charged, full of light, and you can shine your way through life. Okay? Yeah. You can see. You can see as long as you have a small source of light, right? You just need enough light to be able to turn on the switch, to find where the switch is in the room. Okay? So today, after you receive these beads, you can use them at night to calm you down by chanting the Buddha's name. Right? Does your mom or your dad ever tell you to say Namo Yida Phật, Namo Đại Bi Bante Mô Thác, Namo Yida Phật? Yeah? You do every single night? Good. That's why you're such a good girl. She's a very nice person. Very kind to me. Yeah? He told me he doesn't practice it, so you can see the difference, right? So every single night when you go home, you recollect the Buddha. You remind yourself of the Buddha by chanting his name. Namo Yida Phật, Namo Yida Phật, Namo Yida Phật, Namo Yida Phật, Namo Yida Phật. And why do you have to do this? When we recollect the Buddha, we're recollecting the characteristics of the Buddha. We're nourishing the characteristics, the things that the Buddha has that are inside of us. Namo Yida Phật. Đức Phật A-di-đà, or the Buddha A-di-đà, symbolizes purity, thanh tịnh. So when we go, Namo Yida Phật, Namo Yida Phật, Namo Yida Phật, we're making ourselves calmer. And then that's why we're making ourselves more clear, more thanh tịnh. That's what recollecting the Buddha's name is for. Yeah? Namo Yida Phật. If you believe in a different religion, you can say Namo Jesus Christ, Namo Jesus Christ, Namo Jesus Christ too. Because Jesus Christ was a kind person, right? Jesus Christ had love inside of himself, right? Right? Jesus Christ helped other people, cared for other people, right? And so when we're chanting his name, what are we chanting? We're chanting his love, his kindness, his compassion that is already inside of us. We just need to chant in order to nourish it. Okay? So it doesn't matter which religion you are from. Which religion you are from. You can practice this every single day. Bless you. You can practice this. Thank you. Yes? If you're an atheist, you need to understand that the Buddha is not a god. Buddhism is not a religion. Have I taught you anything religious today? No. All the things I taught you were associated with life. Helping your parents, being kind to people, nourishing love inside of yourself. That's not a religion. That's a way of life. That's how to live life. Buddhism is an education to teach us how to live life meaningfully, teach us how to live life better. So if you're an atheist, you can still practice Buddhism. Buddhism is not a religion. Yeah? That would be atheism, right? Where you don't have anyone, you don't believe in anyone, right? Believing in the Buddha is the same thing as believing in yourself. Because the Buddha is you. You are the Buddha. Right? Do all of you believe in yourselves? Do you believe in yourselves? Or do you try to believe in yourselves? Do you? Yeah, right? And so you're believing in the Buddha, yeah?
So the only way to sing is having courage.
Yeah.
I have no courage. I have a lot of fear.
You do have courage. It's in there. It's inside of you. It's inside of you. You also have fear inside of you, but you also have courage. It's just there, deep inside of you. You just have to practice being more courageous, and then you'll see that you'll have courage. Stand up. See, he has courage, right? Does he have courage? He had the courage to stand up in front of everyone else, right? Give him a round of applause. See, you have courage. You can do it.
Oh, I found my courage.
See, you found your courage. Now sit down. Thank you.
I wanted to make him feel.
See, he's very courageous. I told him to sit down and he's still standing up. Okay, sit down. Thank you.
I don't want you to feel lonely.
I'm not lonely. Okay, you can stand by me then. Okay, thank you. Okay, so today, Thầy is right there. He's sitting in the back. You see the guy that looks kind of like me? In the back, he's Thầy. Everyone say, A-di-đà Phật, con chào Thầy. Lớn lên, A Di Đà Phật, con chào thầy. Now everyone join your palms. This represents offering a flower. You offer a flower to thầy. A Di Đà Phật, con chào thầy.
Are you speaking another language?
See, thầy offered a flower back to you.
Are you speaking another language?
I was.
I don't understand.
Okay, you understand. You will understand. I will make sure that you understand later.
Hold the water bottle like this.
Yes, you can do that too. Okay, so in a moment here, one of the brothers will pass. Well, actually, I think we'll have Thầy to come, and Thầy will sit, and then we'll give him the beads, and then you will come and receive it from Thầy, okay? And join your palms to offer Thầy a flower. Offer Thầy a flower. Say thank you to Thầy, okay? So right now, before we do anything, before you guys get gifts, we'll bathe the Buddha first, okay? So everyone will stand up. And we'll go by rows to bathe the Buddha. So after you bathe the Buddha, stay for a little bit, because we have a cake. Okay, so we changed the plan. We're going to cut the cake first, and then we'll bathe the Buddha. Say happy birthday.
How old is Buddha?
He's dead. Dạ bạch thầy, con kính thỉnh thầy qua thầy cắt bánh cho mấy em vui, thầy cắt bánh với em, cảm ơn thầy. Và con mời quý cô quý bác, we invite the parents to come over here, and we'll cut the cake with all the little ones. Thank you. Con mời quý cô quý bác, vị nào có thể qua đây cắt bánh với mấy em thì xin mời quý cô quý bác qua.
Nhờ Phật, nhờ mấy em lớn phụ cất mấy cái cushions, mấy cái mats. Rồi, okay, you guys, let the bigger brothers and sisters clean up the mats and the cushions. All the small children, please come close to the cake.
So can everyone come closer, please, around the cake? Come around the cake. Yeah, so can everyone come around the cake? So can I have all the youth please come to the cake so we can cut it together? Okay, so before we cut the cake, we're just going to sing Happy Birthday to the Buddha. So we're going to sing Happy Birthday all together. Happy birthday.
One boy to volunteer to cut the cake. Little boy. One little boy.
Oh, bad.
I want little boy.
Andy, go. Andy, go, Andy.
One little girl.
Ancient land where child is born, once in a time so long, and the gods and men, so they say, homage to the Lord. In the ancient land a child is born, once in a time so long, and the gods and men, so they say, homage to the Lord. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. In the ancient land a child is born, once in a time so long, and the gods and men, so they say, homage to the Lord. In the ancient land a child is born, once in a time so long, and the gods and men, so they say, homage to the Lord. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. 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 Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma In the ancient land a child is born, once in a time so long, and the gods and men, so they say, homage to the Lord. In the ancient land a child is born, once in a time so long, and the gods and men, so they say, homage to the Lord. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato long, and the gods and men, so they say, homage to the Lord. In the ancient land a child is born, once in a time so long, and the gods and men, so they say, homage to the Lord. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. 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 Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma In the ancient land a child is born, once in a time so long, and the gods and men, so they say, homage to the Lord. In the ancient land a child is born, once in a time so long, and the gods and men, so they say, homage to the Lord. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. In the ancient land a child is born, once in a time so long, and the gods and men, so they say, homage to the Lord. In the ancient land a child is born, once in a time so long, and the gods and men, so they say, homage to the Lord. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato ancient land a child is born, once in a time so long, and the gods and men, so they say, homage to the Lord. In the ancient land a child is born, once in a time so long, and the gods and men, so they say, homage to the Lord. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. In the ancient land a child is born, once in a time so long, and the gods and men, so they say, homage to the Lord. In the ancient land a child is born, once in a time so long, and the gods and men, so they say, homage to the Lord. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sammasambuddhassa. 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 Namo tassa